Hi there, I'm Alistair from PaperCut Software. I'm going to show you how to sync and authenticate users from G Suite into PaperCut. Sound good? Let's go. Okay, we're in the Google admin interface at admin.google.com. Now hang on, a little bit of housekeeping first. This setup works for the 18.3 plus releases of PaperCut MF and PaperCut NG. But instead of saying both names each time and blowing out our video time, I'm just going to refer to it as PaperCut. Simple. Okay, let's scroll down to the Apps tile and click on the LDAP tile. Click on Add Client, give it a friendly name and a friendly description as well, and click Continue. Now, time to set up permissions. Today we're going to select the entire domain for both verify user credentials and read user information. And we'll also turn on read group information to make it work with PaperCut. And click on Add LDAP Client. Hey, congratulations! We've earned ourselves a Google certificate. This certificate lets PaperCut communicate securely with G Suite. Super important. Download the certificate to somewhere handy, you're going to need it shortly, and continue to client details. Now, pretty important step this. Here's where you switch the service on. Click on the drop-down and turn it on. Quick heads up here. Once you've saved these settings, it can take up to 24 hours for it to roll through. So if you're a technician and you're going on site, I'd recommend that you actually get this set up beforehand, just so that you don't turn up there drumming your fingers for 24 hours. That'd be stink. Okay, back to the story. Okay, now it's time to set up PaperCut. I'm using the PaperCut MF admin here. Now you might be using PaperCut NG, but trust me, it's the same workflow for both. So we'll click on Options and click on User Group Sync. Today we're setting up our primary sync source as G Suite. Now here's a little tip though. You can set up multiple sync sources. Pretty handy if you're still managing users in a local directory, such as Active Directory, for example. You can sync them all along with your G Suite users. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, back on track. Under Primary Sync Source, we'll select Google Cloud Directory. And look, here's some instructions. Step 1, follow the steps. Okay, well, we're already doing that bit with this video, so let's jump to Step 2. Step 2, type in your G Suite domain. Now mine in this test is this papercut.com domain. Yours will be different, unless you work at PaperCut, I guess. Okay, Step 3, choose the certificate we downloaded earlier and click on Install Certificate. Great, we're almost done. You'll see here that the certificate has an expiry date. Now my recommendation is to set a reminder in your calendar, just like you would with other certificates in your organization. Just makes sense. Okay, Step 4, you can choose to either import all users from your domain, or you can select users from a selected group. And I'm going to select this group. All right, that's enough steps. Now I'm going to test my settings. Let's scroll down and click on Test Settings. Here you'll see how many users are going to sync. Now if the number looks correct, as in it's what you're expecting, we're good to go. Close out of that, click on Apply, and click on Synchronize Now. We did it. Every evening from now on, your users will be synced from your directory. You can view your users in the handily named Users tab. By the way, if you're using Chromebooks in your environment, by default there'll be a Sign In with Google button in the Mobility Print Chrome app. To configure this, go to Options, Mobile BYOD, and here in the Mobility Print section, you'll see a checkbox to allow users to sign in with their Google account. And that's it. That's how you configure PaperCut MF or PaperCut NG to sync and authenticate users with G Suite. By the way, this configuration now applies to all PaperCut interfaces. So I'm talking multifunction devices, mobility print, doesn't matter whether we're talking Chromebooks, Windows machines, Mac, the web interface, it all works, it all just works. So from here on in, you should be set up. Happy, thoughtful printing from us at PaperCut. See ya.